Hello! Part 2 of my Q&A. Just want to address something really quick. Cut all of my hair off. And I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna cut all my hair off, and then I did. Sir, what is your favorite difference between the comics and the show? And what do you wish the show would have just left alone and did exactly as the comics? What character would you kill off that's still alive in order to bring back a dead character? Favorite difference between the comics and the show is the absence of Andrea. As sad as I am about it, I think it's really interesting to see a lot of things happen where Andrea was supposed to be a part of it and she's not. What do you wish they would have just left alone and did exactly as the comics? I actually really like the showdown at the prison in the comics. I think I prefer it in the comics over the show. Laura Bay... I don't know. Are you excited for season 6? I am so freaking pumped. Do you like Glenn? I adore Glenn. He's the cutest little baby that ever was. What was the saddest death in season 5 for you? Probably Tyrese. About the end of season 5. It's kind of like eating an ice cream in the summer. You're pumped at the beginning and then it slowly starts to melt and go all mushy and then you're like, what? That's how I feel about it. What mobile phone do you have? I honestly can't even tell you. Some kind of a touchscreen thing. The reason why I don't know is because I never touch it. Kendall Defoe, do you think season 6 is too soon for Negan to appear? Season finale of season 6, I'd be all for that. I mean, it's never too soon for Negan, let's be real. Stream Mario plushies. If the governor hadn't been killed by Michonne and made it out of the prison war alive, then found another family with a little girl, how do you think he would have reacted? The governor and little girls, I don't know what's up with that. I don't think he would have done that again though. You know, like how they say third time's a charm? I think he'd be like, third time is too much, let's not do it again. Pierre, Stannard, I'm so sorry. I've got 2 good ones for you. Would you like to have seen the governor meet Morgan during his alone stage before he met Tara, Lily, and Megan? If so, how would it have gone? That would have been mega cool. This governor is clearly psycho. And I think back during that time, Morgan was still, like, on the rail, and I don't really know what would have happened. I mean, Morgan would have been like, nope, he's bad news, and, like, got the hell out of Dodge, or maybe they would have teamed up and, like, grew beards together. I don't know. Do you think the Glenn foreshadowing with Negan has been a bit too obvious? And are they trying to make us believe it will be Glenn when it will really be someone else? I think it's only been obvious to the comic readers, and even then it hasn't been, like, too in your face. What I think they're doing is just, like, making a nod to it for us that know what happened. I do think that it will be someone else. Cheyenne Dunn, if you had to choose one character out of all the episodes / seasons, who's your favorite and why? Mother freaking Michonne. She's my favorite just because she's like the ultimate woman. She doesn't try to make anybody else happy. She's amazing. The Pirate, hey you. What was your reaction to Andrea and Amy's death? Like, kind of like, when Amy died, and I was kind of like, ugh, when Andrea died. Venom Leon, do you have any future ambitions regarding YouTube? P.S. You're beautiful in and out. Peace. Oh my god, you're so nice. And I'm one of those people that are like, well, we'll see what happens from it. I just did it as a hobby, and I still do it as a hobby. I do it for fun. No Thompson, do you think that Lily is still alive? Because we never saw her die. So, yeah, I think there's a chance she's probably still alive, but she seemed kind of weak, so maybe not. Of those 4, I would bring back Tyrese. Joax 1411. How did you discover The Walking Dead? Just in general, just hearing about it and stuff like that. P.S. I love you. I love you too! Padfoot, I answered the first one. 2, if you could direct one episode of The Walking Dead, what would you make happen? I would love to direct, it would be either No Way Out, which is the Herd, or All Out War, which is Negan and Alexandria. Either one of those 2, and I would make it so cool. But with No Way Out, I would like switch out characters that died and like change who died in what way, but I would still kill Jesse, of course. And with Negan, I would just make so many crazy things happen. I'd be having him throw grenades from his belt, exploding crap, just bloodshed everywhere. It would be incredible! 3, how should The Walking Dead end? I don't know. I feel like it should be, like, kind of sad. I've always wanted Carl to be the last one standing. I don't know, maybe like a nice scenic shot of death and destruction with Carl standing there or something. Yes, I've been a fan of yours for ages and I'm really happy your channel is growing. Oh, thank you! It's always nice to see people that have been around since the beginning. I don't know how people like stand me for that long. Kieran Dixon? You could only say one male Walking Dead character and one female character, who would it be? Coral and Michonne. Stephen Klein, when it comes to who should play Negan, a name no one thought of thought is Ving Rhames. What do you think? I saw this question when it was posted and I went and looked. I don't really care who it is that plays him, just as long as they can do it. Like, I'm open to anybody, basically, so. Vincent Suttles, what character from The Walking Dead did you hate the most? The governor. Didn't think I was gonna say that, did you? Josh Hassett, do you plan on watching and recording any other series after The Walking Dead? Not at the moment, no. I think that's supposed to be Shaggy, but there's a big 4 in the middle. Have you ever been in Poland? I have not. I would love to, though. What made you decide to create this channel? Take care. Thank you. You take care. I've seen a lot of people do reaction videos to The Walking Dead, and it looked like a lot of fun, so I was like, I'm gonna get in on it, so that's what happened. Oh, that's long. Stevie, TWD, fan, Jacobs, do season 6 death predictions. I plan to. Give 1 or 2 words to describe your general opinion on each character. God bless. How about I do 3 or 4? Is that good enough for this? Rick, words, smoking hot. Michonne, badass, beautiful woman. Carl, Cutie Pie, Judith, sweet angel baby. Carol, kinda scared of her. Daryl, needs to take a bath. Aaron, love of my life. There we go. Who would you like to see date Sasha or be a love interest for her? Other than Spencer, because he tried it on with Andrea in the comics. I know that her and Gabriel were at each other's throats, but I think they'd be cute together. Daryl and Aaron, or Aaron and Eric? Which couple would you want to see more? Only if Daryl were gay, which he isn't. Well, I think Daryl's kind of classified as asexual, but Daryl and Aaron, all the way. Boyfriends of my heart. Do you think we will see the Lori Judith double kill from the comics and the TV series? Possibly Judith and Jesse. Yes, actually, I do. Who do you prefer, Deanna or Douglas? Douglas all the way, man. Bethy Pirate, when did you start liking Beth, and do you think she represented hope to the others in the group? I started liking her once they got to the prison, and yes, I do think she represented hope for them. Are you disappointed about how many deaths there were in season 5 and the season completely? Yes, because they played it up so they were like, season 5, craziest season ever, so many people are gonna die, and at the end I was like, what? No, they didn't. Donald Cicciarelli? If at all possible, during live reactions, would you be able to show your episode you're watching? Videos I view, yours are the best, your sister too. I'm really hoping you will be doing the Senator spin-off series from what I heard. I'll go for 2 seasons later. I do plan on doing that next time around. So all you guys that are always like, will you put the box? I'm putting the box. I'm putting the box, okay? The box is gonna be there. It's gonna be okay. Jane Sakoff, what was the worst episode from season 1 to 5 in your opinion? Probably that freaking hospital, Grady Memorial. That episode with Beth in the hospital where it was just, no, I could not know. I hated that. No. Walking Ginger. Do you think Michonne picking up her sword in the post-credit scene indicates she's going back to being the sexy badass from season 3? I don't think she ever stopped being the sexy badass, but I do think she's realized, yeah, that she's gonna need that thing. How did you first get into the Walking Dead series and or comic book, whichever came first? Show came first, then comics. Are there any other comics you read, would recommend? The Constantine series is like the coolest thing. Your tattoo say, I have 2 that are script. This one that's right here says, I wept alone. It's a Phantom of the Opera quote. The one on my arm over here says, it's never too late. Do you ship Michonne in the comics as well as on the TV show? Yes, though not as passionately as I do about them in the show. Andre Carbone? How old are you? I'm 20, just about to be 21, and be lovelyable. Hi, I love your channel so much. Thank you. And my question is, what's your favorite episode of season 5? And also, what other shows do you like? My favorite episode was either No Sanctuary or The Distance. I can't pick between the 2. Big Kev 619 SD. Who would you like to see hook up besides Rick and Michonne? Carl needs some lovin'. Carl is way too young. Just kidding. Where does Eugene? Even Tara needs some. Daryl and Aaron? That's all I care about, really. Warren Perkins, do you think Jesse and Rick make a great couple? Aw, hell to the nah, I don't. That's the actual worst. And what do you think season 6 will have in store? Bloodshed, heartache, and tears. Walnut Hero, places in the world you want to visit? Pretty much anywhere. The whole world out there. I want to see it. Phil Stearns, I think. Do you think the wolves will be a long-term enemy, such as the first half of season 6? I would hope that the wolves are going to be long term. I don't want them to be gone in like 2 episodes. I think we'll see the massive group of walkers that breaks the gates of Alexandria in the comics this season. Yes, I do, and I freaking hope we do. Stevie, TWD fan Jacobs, describe the personality and features of a brand new character you want to see in The Walking Dead. Can't be anyone from the comics, just say what sort of thing you want to see. See a woman leading a group, leading this badass villain group. I want it to be a villain group. I want her to have some like crazy scar on her face, you know, doesn't really talk that much, only to when she needs to like voice something to her group or something like that. Crazy Man 498, hello! Which character do you think had the worst death? Do you mean worst as in painful or worst as in it was just stupid? Worst as in stupid, Beth had the dumbest death I think I've ever seen. That full is Noah. I think Noah had the most painful death I've ever seen in my life. Least favorite character alive? Jesse. Do you think you're the most like out of Rick's group? Daryl. Which character from the comics are you most excited to see in the future? Negan. Eric Scarface? Nice. Officer Friendly, new subscriber. Hello! I really enjoy your videos and you're very lovely. Thank you very much. Are you into conventions? Have you been to any comic horror conventions to meet your favorite Walking Dead actors? No, I have not. I would really love to go to conventions. I live in like literally the middle of nowhere, so we don't get cool things like that around here. And I would have to travel really far to get to one, and I really hate to travel, so it's... Do you think that Chandler Riggs can portray the dark badass Carl of the comics? There's been a debate among fans that Chandler Riggs is not suited to go into that dark turn. Some say he isn't a good actor. What's your opinion? Thanks. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I think Chandler could do just fine. I mean, and I think he'd be really excited about going, like, turning into that new character that Carl will be. And I think that Chandler could do that just fine. Dawn of the Walking Dead, would you like to see Negan in the season 6, the finale? Yes, I sure as hell would. Jack Young, hello Officer Friendly. My question is, do you think that Rick can take over the place? Yes, I can. If Rick puts his mind to something, he can do it. I believe in him. Do you think that there will be another war battle like that one with the governor in the prison? Yes, I do. And since Fear the Walking Dead is a prequel to it, do you think we'll see some cameo appearances of the Walking Dead characters? One guy, Gonzalez, is supposed to be on it, isn't he? So, yeah, I guess we will. Hallie Karite. I'm so sorry. When Daryl was about to get out of the car with the walkers all around it, why did you suddenly change how you felt about him dying? I think because I didn't want Daryl to die that way. I think that even if he would have done that, I still don't think Aaron could have got out of there by himself. I mean... So it just would have been a waste, I think. Ryan Carter, do you still like Rick? Of course I do. I love Rick to pieces. He's just really stupid sometimes. Reactions with your sister? Maybe. This is the thing. My sister has become more likable and more popular on my channel than I have. And I don't know really how I feel about that. Dominosaur, hey! What state do you live in? Virginia. There's another one from Andres Carbone. Why do you hate Jessie so much? Because she's bland, boring, one-dimensional, and her only reason for being there is to be a love interest for Rick. I hope that's enough reasons for you. Damn. HMN, when next season starts, will you do episode reviews along with your reactions? Sure. Assuming the same thing from the comic happens during No Way Out, Jesse and Carl, do you think what happens with Carl will be what finally brings Michonne and Rick together? Yes, I do think that will be one of the factors that will help Rick and Michonne finally get it together. Dan Zotter, you'll get all the Walking Dead questions you can handle. True. So I'll ask you a few different things. What are some of your favorite movies or TV shows? My favorite movies to watch are silent films, and my favorite silent films are The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Phantom of the Opera, the 1925 version, Laugh Clown Laugh, The Unholy 3. What about music? Metal, goth, or industrial? I don't listen to any of those, actually. I'm big into classical, like Mozart, Travani, like a bunch of classical. I love Frank Sinatra. I love Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, The Highwaymen. I love Mumford & Sons, The Avett Brothers, Jamie and Commons, Arctic Monkeys I really like. Favorite authors, Gaston Leroux, Susan Kay, Victor Hugo, he wrote Hunchback and Les Mis. And favorite artists, Salvador Dali and Monet are my favorite artists. Lizzie Doll 101, out of the whole group, who would you be the most sad to see die and why? P.S. Love your videos. Thank you. I'd probably be the most sad to see Michonne die, actually. I think I would, like, literally go into depression. How do you think the show would be different if the governor had killed Michonne instead of Herschel? It would really suck. Michonne has given the show a whole different kind of a thing, and I feel like if they would have killed her at that point in time, it just would have been a waste. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope I answer your questions sufficiently. So, we'll see you next time. I am Officer Friendly, over and out. Bye-bye!